Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another rehab case study. Here's the story on this one. Our investor client calls us up, says, "Hey, Steve, I've got this property. It's in great condition. Why don't you go take a look at it and run the numbers for us?" That's exactly what we did. We came out here. This one was interesting because while it was in great condition, it was probably 95% done. I'm going to show you in the pictures that a lot of the things that were done weren't really done in top-notch quality. And in city of Chicago, in this specific market, you need to really make a product that's super move-in ready, that's clean, that's nice, that looks good, and that is what will sell fast. So let's go over, this was again a low budget project. We had $14,000 to do everything here. So number one, we started by cleaning up the outside. Let's see if we have any. Here we go. Here's in the back, right? You can see the garage isn't in the greatest condition in terms of the soffit. And again, just a lot of overgrowth. There was a little bit of patching that was needed to be done on the driveway. Again, cut the grass, trim the bushes, all that good stuff. Here's a better picture. Now, this cracking of the patio, we went back and forth on tearing it out. And while we really could have done that, we didn't want to go ahead and do that because that's a really big ticket item. If that was going to be a deal breaker for the buyer, we would negotiate with them to come to some middle ground. The price point of this property was $145. That's what we listed it for. So it was a lower priced property and really was still in move-in ready condition. Here's a picture of the inside. So you can see the picture, both of these are before pics. So it looks pretty clean on the left-hand side where the gentleman's walking down the hallway. But the truth is that we spent close to $1,000 in just skim coating all of the walls because they needed that much patchwork. Some of them needed to be skim coated. Other was just really, really heavy patchwork. We replaced all the baseboard and some of the casing in a lot of the rooms. I don't know if I have a close up. Here's an after shot with all the new baseboard. We did the feature wall. We added the can lights so that the moment you walk in this front door, it's wow, right? It's very inviting, nice and clean. All the craftsmanship was really nice. We also replaced a lot of these floor vents. We replaced all the outlet switches, cover plates. Obviously, we refinished the floors there. And here's a really nice after picture. So we actually did change the wall color, although it may look to be the same. We used what's called City Loft. And then we used this gray feature wall with the wood detail. And again, replaced all the base and the shoe throughout the entire house. Here is a perfect example of what the paint job looked like throughout the house, right? This is an old vent, and this is what the trim looked like, the doors casing looked like. It was just not pretty when you really started to look at the details. And we know that that's important. Here's a picture of the bedroom. Again, we refinished all the hardwood. So it was nice because there was hardwood throughout the entire house and it still had a lot of life to it. Here's just another picture of the bedroom. There was 3 bedrooms, so that's probably the 3rd bedroom there. Kitchen was totally redone. So that was really nice. It was just those fine tuning details, the trim around the cabinets. We added shoe around the toe kick and around the base and added the LED can lights under the soffit. Again, cleaning it up, making every room be 100% complete. A lot of the doors wouldn't close, so we had to replace a lot of the doors. And even something as simple as this, right? This is the mechanical room. The furnace was older. We had it certified and cleaned. We had the ductwork cleaned as well. But just building out a little platform around the furnace. This is actually the furnace room, but it is also the laundry room. And so we wanted to make it look as clean as possible. I believe we even had to replace the slop sink. Here's the garage. The garage had some garbage in it and just was not inviting at all. We had a guy spend a day in here cleaning it out. The cobwebs were just crazy. And so while it is a garage, we still want it to be nice and clean. So we added the plywood all the way around the perimeter of the garage, did a total clean out, and we put a GFI in there, had to do a little bit of electrical work. And I believe on this property, we also needed to have the garage door guy come out and make a repair on the overhead door. Here's a back picture. You can see all the new wood fascia on the right-hand side on the garage. And this was just a total cleanup. See where the trees are touching all the roof line? We had our guys go out there and clean all that up. The exterior, the windows were in great shape, but here's what I'm talking about. Either it wasn't done in a workmanlike manner, or the craftsmanship just was not where it needed to be. And this is a perfect example. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can see they used some sort of, I don't know what this was, but it wasn't wood. It was almost like a plastic where they cut it, and that was the trim around the window. And so we knew that that was going to be an issue. So we had that all removed, and we had the proper aluminum capping and caulking done to make the exterior of the window watertight. We had to do that all the way around the house. Up in the attic, here was the before picture. There was very, very little insulation. So we went up there, we blew in insulation and make sure that the heat stays in the house. Here are the numbers. Before repair value is 110, the repair cost 14,000. We sold it for 145. It's $21,000 in value or in profit. We sold it for over asking price, and we were not on the market very long with this property. So again, this is a perfect example of partnering with us, right? Where our investor called us up, we went out there, we handled everything. We handled all the construction, the managing, the listing, the selling. Our client did not have to go out to the property whatsoever. And on this project, we actually also funded the purchase and part of the rehab. Full service. You guys want to partner with us in any way, we can get totally creative. Every deal is a little bit different, but we can still make it a win-win situation. Again, Steve Budzik, iCandy Realty. I will see you guys on the next rehab case study.